Well, at some point or another, most of us will have back pain, but there are some things we can do to lower our risk of back strain.
The Fox Medical Team's Beth Galvin has a few tips that can help us all out.
Many of us are not really conscious of our posture or how we're bending over or the way we're lifting objects, but there may be some ways to prevent unnecessary wear and tear on our backs just by becoming more aware of our bodies.
We bend over hundreds of times a day without thinking about it.
Some people are built tough enough they can bend over with good or bad posture and it doesn't affect them. And then there's other folks that either have had problems or are a little bit weaker.
And Dr. Scott Bowden, a spine surgeon and director of the Emory Orthopedics and Spine Center, says nearly 80% of Americans will have at least one significant episode of back pain in their lifetime. Researchers have tried to find ways to prevent back pain, but he says it seems to happen randomly.
It can happen to somebody that's a physical laborer and doing heavy lifting all the time. It can happen to an administrative assistant that's sitting at a desk and just twists and bends to pick up a piece of paper on the floor.
To prevent unnecessary wear and tear on your spine, you may want to rethink the way you're bending. Instead of bending at the waist, try bending with your hips and your knees.
I think the riskiest thing is if you're going to bend over and pick up something heavy. And if you're using your back muscles to do that lifting as opposed to your legs, that's when you're going to put yourself at a little higher risk of getting a back sprain.
You don't want to lift anything that weighs more than 20% of your body weight. And when you do pick up something heavy, spread your feet shoulders width apart, bend at your knees, not your waist, and tighten your stomach muscles, moving slowly so that you don't twist your body in one direction or another.
You've heard the expression lift with your legs, not with your back. And so if you're lifting heavy things, you want to be using your legs to do the lifting, not bending and unbending your spine to do heavy lifting.
And Dr. Bowden says if you hurt your back, it's probably going to be just a muscle strain. Rest can help, so can gentle stretching and exercise to stimulate blood flow to that area. You can also try an over-the-counter pain medication like ibuprofen. But getting over a back strain may take a few days. For the Fox Medical Team, I'm Beth Galvin.